Greetings, Slackers. September Man here with another video, and today I wanted to talk about one of my favorite movies. Now, I'm going to be coming out with another channel where I'll be doing my own little movie reviews and stuff like that, but one of my favorite movies is Idiocracy, because this movie, you know, I kind of slept on it years ago, and I remember, a couple friends telling me about, oh yeah, you gotta go see this movie. But at the time, I just wasn't into that type of comedy. You know what I'm saying? And it just goes to show you over time, things that you might not have been into when you were younger, you kind of grow into later on, or you develop a taste for them. But anyways, this movie Idiocracy, it was very telling about the future that we're heading into, and how America has been so dumbed down, and it's been like a very incremental, gradual process of them chipping away at everything from, what you're taught in school to your own personal freedoms and liberty. And a lot of people out here don't see this stuff. But one of the biggest things that stood out to me about, Idiocracy was, Brondo, that drink. And I'll never forget the commercials for it. And in the movie, everybody was just sort of stupid, but they were drinking this drink. And so people didn't really drink water. And they were watering the fields with the Brondo.
What you're saying is that you want us to put water on the crops.
Yes.
Water. Like out the toilet?
This stuff was basically being promoted and marketed, and no one was none the wiser that the whole time that this was the very reason why, they couldn't grow crops. Sorry for the spoiler alert. If you haven't seen this movie, you definitely want to go check it out and watch it, because if you're someone like me and you're trying to figure out why things are the way that they are, it's a very good explainer. But going back to this whole water versus Brondo, which is basically like a thirst quencher, there was an article recently that just came out, and it was talking about how Gatorade was fined $300,000 for false advertisement, because what they did was, in a game that they created, the character basically needed to take something to enhance their performance. And so what they did was, Gatorade, in order to promote its product, they basically gave people the idea that, if you drink water, it's going to lower your performance. But if you take our product, Gatorade, it's going to enhance your performance and give you all the energy, blah, 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 all this stuff. And so, they sell this stuff. I used to drink Gatorade years ago. I stopped drinking it. Every once in a while I might have it. But, it says that it's a thirst quencher. But if you look at all the ingredients, once you start getting into maybe reading labels and stuff like that, it's actually a dehydrant. It dehydrates you. All those chemicals and, the coloring and the additives and stuff like that. And so one of the biggest things that I've gotten into is drinking more water, drinking higher quality waters, because when I was younger, I used to drink a lot of sodas. I used to drink a lot of, well, at that time it was Kool-Aid, but we don't drink Kool-Aid no more. I definitely don't drink Kool-Aid no more. And again, I try to drink more water, higher quality forms of water, such as distilled water, um, baking soda and water to alkaline it, these types of things, because I'm totally into the holistic health, and I've kind of gotten into that some years back. But advertisement, false advertisement, you know, I grew up as a kid watching a lot of TV, and one of the things that left a major impression on me was the commercial advertisements. These are spliced in between your TV show segments, and that's what your show is sponsored by. So you have all these advertisers trying to reach to the audience to sell them a product. And so again, it brands you both, mentally and physically, because You might watch the television show, you see the commercial advertisement, and then what happens is when you go out, the first thing you think of is you recall that product because that's what you saw. And so with false advertisement, a lot of parents, I feel, should become more aware of advertising and the evils of it. Because if you're just allowing your child to watch television, and today, it's not the television. The television has been replaced by smartphones and tablets. And so parents just get their kids these products, get them a data plan, and they're just on this wild, wild west of an internet, that's wide open with no parental oversight. Their eyeballs are being exposed to things that they might not ordinarily have been exposed to had that parent been monitoring and actually took the time to care about what it is that they want their child exposed to. But, that's another can of worms and another discussion for another video. But I'm going to go ahead and leave a link to this article because you should read it, you should share it, and you should know about false advertisement and advertising. And have you, as a person who's watched television over the years, have you been impacted by advertisement? Have you gone out and bought products that you directly saw on the television? Are you more of a name brand person or an off-brand person? Let's talk about that down in the discussion area down below in the comment section. And that's going to do it for this video. I'll catch you in the next one.